That was not my fault. We can restart. It's me, it's Lorenzo. IS engineer. Today we will speak about right mindset. So what I mean with the right mindset, just to give you a structure, but the talk will be like personal development, difference between growth, ethics, and mindset. We'll explain what will be, and what I experienced. So we'll be more sharing my experience so far. I am not an expert, so everything is open to discussion. I'm just sharing with you my experience, so hoping that you will like it. I would like to start this talk with a question. So I would like to say, what do you want to achieve? So I'm not calling anyone here. I'm just saying, this should be the first step, the first small step that you should have in mind if you want to reach an objective. So you should think what you want to achieve. And the second question could be, well, before this is what you want to achieve, you would say, I would be a senior developer of the best carbonara in the world. This is a good carbonara, so it's without cream. It doesn't exist. So the second step could be, so how can I move in this direction? How can I cook the best carbonara in the world? Or how I can reach to be a senior developer if I'm mid? Start easy, by the eggs. So this could be for the carbonara. So just don't think to reach the top of the mountain, because will be the bottom of the next one. So just think small. That will help you to focus better. The only things that I recommend is just do questions. As you see, we did 2 questions now. That were 2 specific questions. So as specific the question is, as better the answer you will see will be. So if we want a good answer, just ask a good question. Just don't ask generic question. So questions are good. There is a little bit of delay. So people will not ask questions when they will grow. Why? I found that the more we grow in our field, the less we ask questions. We are scared. We are like behind a knowledge shield. We will say, oh, I don't want to show my weaknesses. This it's not a good idea, because you will not show your weaknesses, so you will not be able to create empathy. So the other people will not see you as a vulnerable. They will say, oh, you are great. So you will miss this relationship between the people. So it's important to show your weaknesses, and this will create a good empathy with people. And why we change? So we say we grow, we don't ask questions, but why this happened? So this is the time when I would like to introduce you a talk that the psychologist Carol Dweck held, and it's about growth mindset and fixed mindset. So how many of you at least once told to, I don't know, friend, child, loved one, how smart they are? I think lots of people. This probably is not the best thing to do, because you could put people on a pedestal and they could narrowing their life just picking the easiest choice. So they think that they need to succeed, so they could say, oh, he said that I'm smart. I need to pick the right one. I cannot do the challenging choice. I will choose the choice that I already know. Or another example could be, if I forget this, but yeah. So going forward, I would like just to say the difference between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. So in the fixed mindset, you would see that people are trying to avoid the challenges, give up, see effort as fruitless. Instead, in the growth mindset, you will appreciate, inspired by the other success. You will embrace challenges. You will persist despite obstacles. So this is important to achieve. And my experience so far is all good stuff is outside of your comfort zone. So I just started this path less than 2 years ago. I didn't know how to write a line of code. So I bought my first Udemy course, I decided to move to London. I learned to learn how to code. I learned English, well, still not sure about that. This is my first talk. So I just achieved all this just choosing between safe and challenges. I always choose the challenges. So this is something that I recommend. And now we were saying, if I cannot say the smart word to someone, because we were saying before, you cannot tell to people that are smart because they could be on a pedestal. Or for example, you will not tell to the people, oh, you did it so quickly. I'm impressed. What they receive is like, oh, so if I wouldn't have done this so quickly, you will not have been impressed. So what you can do instead of doing like this kind of appreciation, focus on the process. So see how you achieve this. It's really interesting how you reach this goal. So we should focus more on the process and not on the result. So if you want to appreciate the people, just go and say how good was what they did, instead of saying how smart they are or other stuff. So focus on process. Can I develop a growth mindset? The answer is easy. The answer is yes. So what you should do, for example, what Carol recommended is something named the power of yet. The power of yet is, for example, I would like to be a senior developer, and I can say, I'm not a senior yet, or add just yet at the end of the sentences, so you can shape your future based on the sentences that you say. This could help you to grow faster and just figuring your future and say, okay, I can achieve this, I can do this. Another option could be like I did, safe, challenge, big challenge. I'm doing a talk now. So also this guy say, it's not that I'm so smart, but I stay with question much longer. So I think just we should stick, small step, question. Another recommendation is support people, is what I like to do and what I try to do. So you should show that you would like really to support people. You don't have just to ask a question, you need something. You need to ask question also the day after that you help that people. Just say, is everything okay? Do you need something else? So this let people asking more questions to you. They are not scared. They know and they can see that you are like, okay, it's easy to ask questions to this guy. I will do. So at the end, I will say, be a force for good in the world. And this means, these are the key points that I hope that at the end of this talk, everyone will learn. So it's spend time with people, ask for opinion, and do loads of questions, specific questions. Show your willingness to help. Just don't try to help because you have to. If you want, do it properly. Embrace the challenges. Just don't go for the safe path. No one will say nothing if you will go wrong. It's how we learn. And develop your growth mindset. So to develop your growth mindset, we already see what we can do. Just challenging or not be scared, trying something new. At the end, I would like to say that you should never blame anyone in your life because good people will give you happiness, the worst people give you always lesson, and the best people give you memories. But I think that in Trainline we are really lucky because we have all best people. So thank you everyone.